Alright. Hey guys, Juju22 here. Just gonna wait for a few people to come in and we'll get started. But I do want to say hello to those who are uh, watching this on the replay. Of course, I would have done this a lot sooner, but between NXT TakeOver and and running errands and doing chores and things of that nature. And also great to see the National Wrestling Federation. Even though it doesn't show on there we go, there it is. Hey, my buddy, what's up? To the National Wrestling Federation, and in fact, I still have to watch your Boston Garden episode. But yeah, I'm terrible if you couldn't tell with catching up, but great to see you nonetheless. I'm happy that you came, especially since this is right up your alley, and also welcome to the Insane One as well. But of course, I understand not everybody's going to be here because it is kind of late. And Be Super, again, since it doesn't show, there it is, Be Super. So anyway, like the description says, the superstars of 1970 to 1989 will do battle at Boston Garden, the old Boston Garden, one of the many strongholds in the World Wrestling Federation. And also great to see Brandon Cuevas. And I do have a bit of I can't even talk. I'm so excited. I have a bit of a surprise for you, Brandon. But before we get to that, without further ado, let's get on with the show. Alright. As we go futuristic, a la 1980 style. I mean, of course this may seem primitive, but it was cutting edge back in those days, this sort of entrance. Kind of feels like you're going through Tron or some stuff like that. But before I get any further into it, how are you guys doing today? Great, awesome. Hard to ask. Well, if you don't want to answer it, that's fine. You don't have to answer it. But there it is, the Boston Garden. I got Wi-Fi on the weekdays. Weekends, my bad, okay. But there you see it, the Boston Garden. Live in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, of course, it is scaled down to more or less resemble the old Boston Garden. I really wish they could do it accurately, but that's about as accurate as you can get. And of course, unlike most shows, it will not be centered around a theme. At least in terms of the territories, this is just Boston Garden. And our first match will feature the last two NWA heavyweight champions in Magnum TA and 007 James Bond, the last two title holders, before ultimately losing it back to Bruno Sammartino, and we'll see him later in the show. But I'm glad you guys are doing pretty well. I'm about to go to sleep, just wanted to pass by and say hello. What do you mean my profile? Like my Toad picture, or the picture that is the 8-bit picture? Brandon is going to go with Agent 007 James Bond. Not a bad choice. Of course, I'm not sure which. Oh, the 8-bit I got that off of Oh, no, wait a minute. Well, there's Magnum TA in the ring. James Bond has a bit of an injury. Not sure how that happened. But 007 has a bit of an injury. I'm not sure what happened there. And wait a minute. So James Bond is hurt, and he gets replaced by Tatsumi Fujinami. I mean, nothing against Tatsumi, but we were expecting a match with 007. Anyway, to answer your question, it could have happened, but I don't know that for sure. But anyway, the 8-bit character, I got that off of the PS4, and they did a special offer for a limited time in which it was free. But of course, normally you pay for it, but it was, offered free. So that's how I got the icon. And plus, there was really no other 8-bit icon that I would think best resembles me in a sense. I mean, I wish I could put a Toad, a blue Toad picture up there, but it's a PS4, so they probably wouldn't allow me to. Match underway. And clotheslined off the top rope onto Magnum TA. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to discount Tatsumi Fujinami. And then we have Duck. Great to see you. Oh, knee on knee right to Magnum TA. Yeah, the Blue Toads here. So we have Raging Chaos Wrestling, a.k.a. Frozen Rage. Just in time to see the first match between Tatsumi Fujinami and Magnum TA. I mean, originally we were supposed to have Magnum TA take on James Bond, but James Bond was injured, and Fujinami took his place. Nice body splash, though. It's the World Wildlife Fund, sir. But the lawsuit only affects those. It only affects, WWE, and not so much the fans. I mean, yeah, it is the WWE's game, but what can I say? Adam Cole and Ricochet. Yeah, I loved Adam Cole and Ricochet. I also loved the women's match, and the tag team match. That was also good. The NXT match itself, oh my god. I mean, all those matches were just awesome. Well, I wouldn't spoil it for those who haven't seen it. I mean, but, oh yeah, and EC3 against the Velvet Dream. And now, wait, hard pinfall, 1, 2, almost got it. Brian LG100, definitely need to start watching your stuff, because I always happen to be busy at around the time that you usually do it. But great to see you, my friend. But yeah, no spoilers, please. No more. And now Dragon Suplex, 1, 2, 3, and the Dragon Suplex puts away Magnum TA. I mean, it was a nice back and forth match, but Tatsumi with the Dragon Suplex, there you see that pinfall attempt that he tried, almost got him, but then the Dragon Suplex. And more often than not, when he puts that Dragon Suplex on anybody, 9 times out of 10, it's over. And Fujinami wins. But yeah, no more spoilers, please. But big win, nonetheless, to Tatsumi Fujinami. And for Fujinami, that's a big win against a former champion. But yeah, but next time, Insane One, don't spoil pay-per-views. I'm sorry, but just don't do it. Especially those who haven't even seen the damn thing. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just trying to say, don't do it next time. I mean, personally, I don't care, but some people do, and I want to take care of those who do. So that's all I will say. But nonetheless, though, let's move on to our next match. Not the right answer I would have looked for. Javier Wynn, let's see what you say. Have you seen Heroes of World Class documentary? No, but I have seen the WWE version, and it's really sad how World Class Wrestling was just... It was awesome, and yet it was just marred by tragedy, I'm telling you. But, well, of course he has been everywhere. And then... Well, of course, Bobby is a very smart man outside the ring. Like, you would... Of course, we all know he looks as... Bobby always... he's very knowledgeable, is Bobby Heenan. I'll give you that much. You're watching it now? Awesome. And anyway, Brandon also pointing out classic rivalry, bushwhackers, and natural disasters, which, yes. Although, to be fair, Rage, he is 12 years old, so of course he wouldn't have known that. But then again, to be fair, I wouldn't have known that if I was his age, so I'm just saying. But yes, but as far as Insane One's concerned, try not to spoil it, especially those who haven't seen it. Because if I hadn't seen it and you spoiled it to me, I'm like, oh, God, you didn't have to spoil it to me. But I still would have watched it just to see how it happened. But yeah. Well, I have to agree with you on that one. Before I go any further... this is the 5th and deciding match in a best-of-5 against Typhoon and Butch. Now, Typhoon had the early lead, but Butch won the last 2 matches to force it to a Game 5 or a Match 5. And this is the rubber match. Who will win? Let's find out right now. Oh, Tenta, Mr. Tenta, yeah, he was an awesome wrestler. And of course people give Typhoon a lot of stuff for the whole, I forgot what it was called, but, not the Taskmaster, I forgot what it was called. I'm sorry, but I forgot the name of the gimmick that he failed under. But the slugfest is on. I'll tell you one thing. Wow, and already going for a Boston Crab onto Typhoon. What a victory this would be for Butch against the Royal Rumble winner in Typhoon. I mean, of course, Typhoon needs this to keep the momentum going into WrestleMania. Oh, it was the Taskmaster. Okay. I always get him and Oh, Shockmaster, sorry. It was the Shockmaster. Taskmaster was Kevin Sullivan. My bad. But no, we were not. No, it wasn't the Twin Towers. But no, it was the Shockmaster. That's what I was trying to go for. Yeah, my bad. But Typhoon is a great guy. You know, Typhoon, you know, great guy, tremendous wrestler himself. But I certainly wouldn't want to look past Butch. That's all I will say. Well, it doesn't have to happen right away. But if anything, I would like to see a surprise, yes. But in the meantime, a Boston Crab, how fitting we are in the Boston Garden. Yeah, Taskmaster was Kevin Sullivan. An elbow drop right to the lower back of Typhoon, and of course if you work on the lower back of anyone, no matter how big and strong they are, their moves are not as effective, and ramped shoulder first into the post did Typhoon. Oh yeah, he was funny, especially when it was Hulk Hogan that he was going after. But it wasn't funny in a ha-ha type of way. Although some people might have. No, that was the Shockmaster. Shockmaster. Anyway. Back to this match, and a running bulldog onto Typhoon. 1, 2. Are you serious? Wow, Butch. Well, first and foremost, Typhoon won the first 2 matches of that best-of-5 series. But Butch won 3 straight to win the series. And with that, Butch has won the feud. And against the Royal Rumble winner of all people. I guess the stress and the fact that, you know, he had already given up a 2-0 lead. Hey, be nice to Butch. Like, what did he ever do to you? But Butch won 3 matches straight to win the feud and the series. That's just... I have to give this guy his due, because even with the wacky gimmick, he does pretty well in this universe. I really wish I could say the same thing in real life, but awesome. But a big win for Butch, and it was a 1.5-star match. That's how, you know, I mean, the match was good, but it just didn't last long. But no, otherwise, let's get on with our next match. Let's see, where's No, they're not. They're not, Duck. Okay. All right, so that's one. Well, up next is for the NWA Television Championship, and it's held by Michael P.S. Hayes. And that is the challenger. I was kind of distracted, forgive me. Michael P.S. Hayes, the champion, will defend against the now departed Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And yeah, all right, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to monitor you, not mod you, but monitor you. But nonetheless, though, yeah, I figured, you know, with what happened with the Anvil, I was so sad that he, you know, passed away. I mean, I knew he was, you know, like, I had no idea that his health was much worse than I suspected, but still, I do feel bad for Natalya and the family. I mean, they already lost Davey. They already lost Owen. But at least in this universe, they're together again. Yes. But there you see the Hart Foundation. The British Bulldog. And Bret Hart accompanying Jim the Anvil Neidhart. This is his big chance to put some gold around his waist. But it will have to come at the expense of the champion. As he will be accompanied by the other fabulous Freebirds, Buddy Roberts and Jimmy Jam Garvin. Well, we don't know. Well, Duck, we don't really know how he died. I mean, and if that is how he died, then, well, okay. But, let's see. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro? Well, I guess in a sense they are kind of part of it, but not family-wise. But, anyway, Javier says Jim the Anvil for the win. I mean, like, I would say through marriage, yes, they are part of it. But they never really made them a part. Like, they never inducted them, is what I was trying to get at. Well, I mean, okay, well, all right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But, you know. But here's what it's for, the NWA Television Championship. But I guess that's pretty much how he could have been stressed out, I guess. But there's the challenger. Yeah, although, you know, when you're a father, you always worry about your daughter. Maybe not so much your son, but your daughter you always worry about, because, you know, your daughter's always daddy's little girl, and it's been quite the opposite for men when you're like mama's boy. And yet, you know, when you become, you know, I mean, I can tell you right now, it does kill. I would say that. Oh, you meant to say it like. I knew what you meant. But thank you, Kier. And by the way, thank you for stopping by. Oh, I'll have to look at that. Anyway, match underway though. The Anvil going right after Michael Hayes. And Michael Hayes, ever since winning the television championship, he has defended it against everybody that he's come across. Well, if anyone knows how Tyson got injured, I guess you can say. But thank you, Kieran, and by all means, you can stay if you like. Oh, the Muscle Buster. Oh. Well, I mean, I could see how that could injure him, but yeah, stress is a killer. I mean, sometimes if I'm not stressed about my family, I'm probably stressed about other things. But yeah, Natty was right when she said, just relax. You know, that's kind of what I need to do anyway. Well, I appreciate the fact that you live in the real world. But the reason I do these videos, the reason I do these streams, is it's kind of an escape, you know. I do these for fun. Anyway, back to this match before I get distracted. Ooh, nice kick to the gut there. Although I understand he also did, you know, some drugs and things of that nature. And Jim held him up a little too long before he countered out of that, excuse me. Well, I mean, there are some pros and cons to that. I mean, yeah, it can get boring, but then again, that's why I have the WWE Network, or sometimes I'll watch TV normally while I make the video. Now going for an armbar onto the anvil. I mean, not a bad move if you take out one of his arms, because you'll take out a lot of power that he has. Wasn't able to get him to submit, but it's a good way to wear him down. And of course, the anvil getting introduced headfirst into that top turnbuckle, and down he goes. Oh yeah, I mean, I was watching I was watching some of his stuff that he was doing. I could, but no promises though. And a whip into the corner. And a running bulldog onto the anvil. And then stopping on the arm. Well, never say never. Never say never. And, well, too close to the ropes was the anvil. Ooh, nice leg trip up down there. Or not down there, excuse me. Nice leg trip up there. I've never heard of Grimm? Who's Grimm? I mean, I know who James Ellsworth is, but... And, well, of course, Buddy was trying to get a hold of Anvil, but Anvil got back in the ring quickly. Then a suplex onto the Anvil. One, two. Wait, one. No. And Anvil now takes control of this. And of course, Brett is excited on the outside. And Anvil over the shoulder slam. Grimm's Toy Show. Well, I've heard of him, but I mean, I've never really watched his stuff, so I wouldn't really know that much. Well, what do you think? Because I wouldn't know how to answer that. Spoof wrestlers. And a running bulldog again. I mean, he's done just about everything. I suppose. But then again, what the hell do I know? And now going for a Cobra Clutch onto Michael Hayes. Can Michael get out of this one, though? But he could not put him away, but Michael was able to escape nonetheless. And once again, going right back to the arm. Whisperfire does the Hayes moonwalk. I mean, Hayes was the one that always claimed that he taught Michael Jackson the moonwalk. Although Anvil, power slam, and that could do it. If this is it, wait a minute. Oh, Jimmy Garvin now distracting the referee. That could have been it, had it not been for Garvin. And, well, going for the Cobra Clutch, but turned it into a Russian leg sweep. Goes off the rope, and an elbow drop. And a kick right to the leg. But Anvil picks him up, though. But Hayes escapes and delivers a gut buster to the large gut of the Anvil. And a DDT. And I guess. Oh, V Phoenix, nice to see you. And, well, now another tit for tat. Looks like Bret Hart is the one distracting the referee. But anyway. Well, first and foremost, how can I even get you beer? Anyway, oh, you got some good news? 1, 2. And almost a win for the Anvil. I mean, we still have a couple more shows to go. I mean, we still have to fill out 2 spots for the men, 1 spot for the women, and a couple of other shows before that. But believe me, the wait is worth it. And I'm pretty sure the wait would be worth it for V Phoenix as well. Why would I want to have a PayPal account just to donate you beer money? Really? Anyway. Well, there's this one channel I was on before I came here. Oh, really? And Anvil trying to submit Michael Hayes, but could not get it done. Awesome. I got eliminated in the Royal Rumble and never came back. Wait, were you on someone else's? Wait, 1, 2, and a kick out by the Anvil. Wait, were you on someone else's video series? Like, were you in another wrestling league? I mean, if you are, that's amazing. That you were even in a Royal Rumble. Oh, you are? Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Well, what game was it? Anyway. Anvil once again going for the power slam. And now goes for the cover. Can he get this one? 1, 2, 3, and Jim, the Anvil Neidhart, has done it. It was a hard-fought match both ways. I mean, there were times when I thought that Michael would have won. Or would win, excuse me. I mean, it was back and forth, but in the end, the Anvil just proved to be too strong for Michael Hayes. I mean, and I mean, the highlights really don't do it that much justice, but I was qualifying for a championship match a few days ago. All right, awesome, but was this on someone else's channel? That's the real question, because anyway, but the winner and new, let's see, called the YouTube World Cup. What channel is this, if I may ask? Or did you compete in the oh no, wait, that's the $1 Million Challenge. My bad. I'm not even going to read that. N60 Sean. I've never heard of him, but I might have to check him out, though. But anyway, the big story, however, is the Anvil is the new television champion. Well, I'm happy you did great. I'll give you that much. And our next match, yeah, exactly. I will agree with you on that, Rage. Anyway, up next is for the NWA Heavyweight Championship, with the champion, Bruno Sammartino, and the challenger, Bam Bam Bigelow, who won a Battle Royal to get this opportunity. So who do you think will win? Bigelow or Bruno? Looks kind of cooler now. Awesome. Was it 2 days ago? Awesome. Let me drink some more water while I'm at it. And, oh, Javier says it's going to be an even fight. I don't doubt that one bit. Excuse me. But there you see the #1 contender. Now, of course, I understand that James Bond also is the next in line to fight for the world title. Let's see. I'll place a link in the comment section later. Yeah, exactly. That would be a good idea. Thank you very much, V Phoenix. And by the way, your character is done. I just want to save him for the Super Show, or pay-per-view as some people call it. And Brandon says, tough call, but I might go with Bruno. You'd like to see Bam Bam against Vader. That could happen. I might go with that. Let's see. Oh, I knew what you meant to say, though. And the World Heavyweight Champion, the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion of the world, Bruno Sammartino. Wait, what? What do you mean? Did you mean to say Bam Bam Bigelow? Insane one? Oh. You must have typed it too fast. Did Bigelow pass away? Yeah, he passed away in 2007. Yeah, because I remember, Bigelow was, oh gosh, 5 exams. I mean, that's not exactly very fun, is it? But you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, there's the challenger from Ashbury Park, New Jersey, Bam Bam Bigelow. It's the biggest cruiserweight against the longest reigning Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion in history, even though he's holding on to the NWA belt. And he could have just as easily... Yeah, not at all. Bye. Aww. Alright, well, good luck to you, my friend. But there you see it. That's what it's for. One of the richest prizes in the business. Yeah, I've heard stories about how he saved children in a burning building. Now, I'm not sure if that inspired him to put flames on his attire, or if he already had that beforehand. But if that's the truth, then, that would be an incredible story. And, of course, this is no holds barred, so the match has to have a winner. And it has to happen inside the ring, and a suplex right to Bruno Sammartino. Now, of course, like I mentioned before, this is going to be a no holds barred match. There must be a winner. In fact, that's what Bam Bam wanted. And the champion, Bruno Sammartino, the game champion that he has been, he was willing to do it. That's what it took to get this match. And now they got it. Clothesline onto Bam Bam, or from Bam Bam, excuse me. I know it's sad that the legends die, but it's just a sad part of life. It really is, and there's no way to understate that, really. And then clotheslined on the top rope on his throat was Bruno. Then a double axe handle to the back, and then a kick to the lower back. Well, it looks like Bam Bam is targeting the back, which is not a bad idea. Well, it was a rumor, but there was not. There was the Ultimate Warrior, and then there was the Renegade. In WCW. But so far, I mean, Bam Bam has just delivered on this match, though. And a clothesline on the top rope. But Bam Bam now has a hold of that bat and hits him in the arm, and then just drops it. You're going to get 2K18 and 19? I would have just stuck with 2K19, especially since that game is coming out. But, I mean, if that's what you want, alright, cool, but personally, I would have just stuck with one, but still, if that's what you want, who am I to judge? As for the fire on his outfit, it's because of the flame tattoos on his head. Yeah, although they used to call no-holds-barred matches death matches or Texas death matches, I remember. That's what they used to call it. Although, wait a minute, what's Bruno doing? Wait, Bruno. Oh, no. No! No! Oh, my God! Right on the wooden floors of the Boston Garden, where the Boston Celtics play, Bruno suplexes Bam Bam onto the wooden floors. Wait, 1, 2, and that did not put him away. But Bruno has Bam Bam hurt, though. And it had to hurt, really. The what? What? Well, I've already revealed my face. I have a playlist called Taju 22's Off the Wall videos, in which I had revealed my face before. But, you know, never say never, though. And the bear hug, going after the back, that gave out after he got suplexed onto the wooden floors. Bruno went right back to the back, no pun intended, of Bam Bam Bigelow, and it was enough to beat him. The strength of San Martino, picking him up and then just doing the bear hug, especially after getting suplexed from off the top rope onto the floor. And then this was what happened after he had gotten suplexed. But there you saw the bear hug, and Bam Bam, as strong as he is, just could not take the pain anymore. Favorite wrestler in WWE? Daniel Bryan, hands down. I mean, there's a couple of other ones, but Daniel Bryan is the front runner here. But the winner, and still the NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world, Bruno Sammartino. However, there is one more match to go. So this was just the first of our double main event. And here's the other one. Well, you would happen to be my favorite LTD wrestler. How about that? LTD. But, I mean, I guess if you were in the WWE, you probably would be Rage. But here is our other main event, and it will feature Mr. Perfect against the model, Rick Martel. I mean, you have two alumni from the AWA, two former AWA heavyweight champions. an Intercontinental Champion and one who would have been Intercontinental Champion, but he passed on that to take care of his sick wife, and I got to give Rick Martel a lot of props for that. Cena and Kevin Owens, awesome. Yes. Also, let's get on with this matchup here. And there you see him, Mr. Perfect. Here in the Boston Gardens. Of course, he's had his problems with Hulk Hogan recently. At least in this universe he has. But this time around, he's going to be taking on the model, Rick Martel. So who do you guys think will win, Mr. Perfect or the model, Rick Martel? Former Intercontinental Champion against a former Tag Team Champion, yeah. But like I mentioned before, they're also former American Wrestling Association World Champions. Rick Martel was champion in '85, while Mr. Perfect was champion in '87. So yeah. Well, of course, yeah, I wear glasses, yes. I wear it all the time. Well, most of the time, except when I'm asleep. But there you see him with his atomizer of cologne he calls arrogance. There you see him, the model, Rick Martel. And it's a real shame that this guy is not in the Hall of Fame. Like Tito Santana is. And he's not even in this game. Not officially. I mean, yeah, I downloaded him from Community Creations, but Tito was inducted. I'm surprised this guy is in the game, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. That's a real crime, if you ask me. Let's see, Keir and Brandon, they both say Mr. Perfect will win, which is not a bad idea, or a bad bet, I should say. But yeah, the guy who made this Boston Garden, it looks awesome. I just wish that there were more options as far as templates for arenas and things like that. Because not all arenas are shaped the same. Anyway, match underway. Excuse me. Oh, nice DDT onto Mr. Perfect. Now, of course, Mr. Perfect does have a couple of big matches upcoming with Hulk Hogan. And it would be unwise for Mr. Perfect to look past the model. And for the model, this would be a huge victory against Mr. Perfect. Whip into the ropes. Nope. Whipped into the ropes is the model. Beautiful dropkick. Perfectly executed. No pun intended. Then an elbow onto the back of the model. Then a snap suplex to the model. And then a stop right to the face of the model. I mean, of course, the last thing you want to do is mess up that pretty face, because I know that when Rick Martel gets angry, especially when you target his face, oh yeah, he'll beat the hell out of you. Although Mr. Perfect, of course, is relying on the fact that Martel will get angry enough to lower his guard. What? Anyway, hello Adam Gamerboy. How are you doing today? Oh, is my TV small? I mean, it's a big TV. I mean, it's a, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 40-inch TV. And I mean, I got this TV back in 14, and an armbar onto Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect escapes and gets a back elbow. Thrown over the top rope is Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect counters and gets right back in the ring. A snapmare and a neck snap done by the one and only Mr. Perfect. Your beard. And a perfect plex. 1, 2, 3. A beautiful perfect plex onto the model, and Mr. Perfect wins that. Take nothing away from the model. That was a huge victory. Although, wait a minute, what's he doing? I mean, Mr. Perfect won. Oh, come on. You already beat the model. You don't need to do this. Come on, man. Oh, he's going to hurt him. And wait a minute, Hulk stops Mr. Perfect and chases him away. And the Hulk came to save Rick Martel. Now, of course, that never really did happen in real life. Because not Mr. Perfect, excuse me, the model and Hulk Hogan never really got to be friends, really. At least not in the early 90s, but if it hadn't been for Hogan, the model would have been destroyed by Mr. Perfect. But I would have to think that Perfect has to be pissed off at the fact that he didn't get to do what he wanted to do with the model, and of course Hulk did the right thing by saving him. But now that we have completed our show, I may as well show Insane One how much shows we have before we get to the big one. Alright, so we had just completed No Way Out 2001. And, let me go back. We still have this show, the 1990s to 2009. We still have 2010 to the present. And then, of course, we also have Versus, which is kind of like the show that bridges two of the time periods together, and of course the Elimination Chamber. But again, we still have 3 tournaments left to go to find out the qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber Super Show. So in total, I mean, we have 6 shows to go before we get to the Elimination Chamber. So that's really what it is. When you wake up, are you drinking coffee or milk? Most of the time I drink milk because, well, I don't drink coffee, really. But, well, now that we took care of that, it's time for the bonus matches. So, and let's see. But who would you have a match with? Or, oh, you know what? Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. Yeah, sometimes, like, the shows can be long, or they can be short. It really depends on how fast the matches go. Sometimes I could have few matches, but the matches take long, and then I've had matches where they don't take so long, and yet they get by really quickly. But anyway, you know, I just thought of one. I just thought of a match that we could do, and I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to do it last show because I was kind of running short on time. But the Q4 titles. So, first let's get the champions. Chris Clark. Sonic. You have to go clean your room. Alright. And then who else? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, right. MVN John. I had to change his name. And of course, the insane one. Let me get your CM Punk outfit. And you guys will be going up against the team led by none other than, and Brandon, are you still here? Before I go any further. No, it was me who lost it to Chris Clark. John is still the champion, but yeah. Okay, there you are. Well, the time has come. Your debut is here. But now, let's see. Oh, Rage is doing a stream. I might have to check that out, especially after this match. So we'll only do one bonus match, but it should definitely more than make up for it. So, Brandon Cuevas will be the captain of the team, and Brandon, I want you to pick 3 superstars that you want on your team to go up against the Q4 champions, which in this case is captained by the Insane One. So I want you to pick 3 guys, and it doesn't have to be custom superstars. They could also be WWE guys too. So that's what it is. About the live stream? Oh, shoot. Let me get that. I'll get you guys the link, but yeah, Brandon, you can pick 3 guys that you want on your team. I guess I'll let you think about that one. Okay. So there's the link to Frozen Rage's stream that he's doing. If you guys want to check that out. But yeah, Brandon, have you picked your well, you're not Brandon, so don't pick for him. I mean, if he wants to pick from those guys, he can. But it's up to him, really. Or maybe I'll show him who he can pick. I mean, there's Adam Guerin, Adam Sandler, the WWE champion, Alex Trebek. I hope he didn't leave. Austin Aries. Blade Charge, if he wants to pick. Yeah, Blade Charge. But yeah, where are you, Brandon? Are you still here? You could also pick the Dudley Boys if you want, but and then there's Chuck Norris, CM Punk. But still here. Oh, you're still here. I'm picking who I want. All right. Let's see. David Bowie. Oh, of course, I also have Drew Gulak, who is a huge name in 205 Live. Then, of course, I also have a replacement for Iron Smasher in Fries. That's Fries 101 Reviews. I would say Rage, but of course, I don't think Rage would want to be part of your team, given the history that you guys have. Then there's Mr. NWF's character, Handsome Harley Ray, or Handsome Rick Race, excuse me. Harley Race, no, but you also have who else? Or you could also team up with Jake and Logan Paul if you so chose, or James Bond, or JT Price, Kenny Omega, Feck, Link, LP Grotus, Lucius West, Luigi, or Mario, Mason the Fox, Moogle Fantasy, Pikachu, Rockhawk 64. Our good friend. Actually, I'll give you Rick. I'm gonna give you him. I'll give you Rick, just because we just became friends with him, and hopefully you guys, hopefully you voted not too long ago, but there's Rick. So I'll give you Rick. So, all right, let me go back to. Then there's who else? Oh, Shooter Shamrock, aka the promoter of Monstar Factory Wrestling, the man who smokes weed every day, Snoop Dogg, Stevie Ray, me, Tichu22, Omar Wolf, and then there's V Phoenix, but I'll save him for the pay-per-view. William Regal, and that's it for the created wrestlers. But then also you have and then of course any of the current day wrestlers that were part of this game when the game came out. So that's really so those are really your options though. But yeah, I'll give you Retro Rick for free. I just wasn't sure if you were still picking who you wanted, but not a problem. Let's see. I pick you and Eddie Guerrero. Okay. Oh yeah, and you could also pick anybody from the downloaded superstars too, but you picked me and Eddie Guerrero to complete the quad. Okay. All right, so it's me. I'll go with this look. Why not? And then Eddie Guerrero. Oh, actually, Eddie is not a current day superstar, so you'll have to pick someone else. Sorry. So yeah, you'll have to pick someone other than Eddie. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it. It has to be current day superstars, or at least anyone who wrestled at the start of this decade. My bad. All right, so do you have another pick? Yep, AJ Styles is cool. All right, we'll go with him. The guy who's going to be on the cover. Also, let me make sure that the arena is good. And ooh, I may as well show off this one. This is a new one. I could do that. And let's see. And also make sure that it's elimination style, and it's a 60-minute time limit so that the match doesn't take forever. And only problem is it's one of those stupid glitches that if you had made a show and it featured your arena, I could pick it, but if I try to play it on outside of universe mode, it doesn't let me pick it. I don't know why. It's one of the stupidest glitches, but I'll have to showcase your arena some other time. But with that said, let's get on with the match. I'm going to turn off the entrances since I really don't have a lot of time. So, with that said, the Q4 championships are on the line, with the Insane One captaining his team. Or inspired by AJ, really? So you have the Insane One teaming up with Chris, who is... I mean, the Insane One is one half... Or, excuse me, let me rephrase that. Insane One is the United States champion. And Chris Clark is one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Yeah, we'll have to see Brandon's entrance when it's like a one-on-one match. So, but of course, with 8 individual entrances, that would just take too long. So it's going to be Chris Clark and Brandon starting out this match. And I'll tell you one thing: Brandon is tall as heck. Me and John need to carry Sonic and Chris. Are you serious? With the way that Chris has been going, I don't even think you need to carry him. But I know that Brandon can carry Chris. Look, suplex onto Chris. And I'll tell you one thing, Brandon is a huge man. I severely underestimated how big this guy is. But it feels weird now that I'm not part of the championship team. He's 6'9" and he weighs 275 pounds. I mean, I honestly think he would weigh 280, 290, just because of how big he is, and that's in muscle. But that's just me, though. But I mean, it is your character, so I'll just leave it at that. But he's huge, though. I mean, he's tall, and I'll tell you one thing, I'm kind of happy that I'm teaming up with him, that's for sure. And now a tag to Rick. Nice aided I can't even talk. Nice aided crossbody. I can't talk. And now Rick goes up to the top rope, only to get shoved off by the Insane One. Although Rick didn't like that very much. And it looks like Rick is going to make him pay for it. Back suplex on the apron. That'll take him out. What, me? Like, my finisher? Are you talking to me, Kier? But anyway, a tag right to Sonic. But, I mean, are you talking about my character? Oh, yeah, you are? Alright. Well, there's this one move where it looks like I'm gonna... It looks like a suplex, but then I switch it up and turn it into a spine buster. And then my finisher is just a simple pile driver. But then a super power bomb onto Sonic, and is that enough to beat Sonic? 1, 2, no. Gonna have to do more than that to Sonic to win. But yeah, I mean, those are my signatures and finishers, but I try not to, you know, talk too much about myself. And not to distract away from what is happening in the ring, but I appreciate the question, though. A series of stomps. And it looks like Sonic is getting a mud hole stopped on him. Oh, and a drop kick on a Sonic, and then a pinfall. 1, no. Then a jawbreaker to Rick. Ooh, nice counter by Sonic. Oh, wow, what a modified DDT onto Rick. And a jumping senton onto Rick. I mean, it is very early in this match, but it is much like a Survivor Series match. And now sent into their corner. And now it looks like Sonic is going to stop a mud hole in Rick. Oh my god, Rick is just getting destroyed here. Golden. It's a big dude, but he's a high-flying brawler who's not afraid to mix it up. Because of the video games? Oh, well. And, okay, what the hell is Sonic doing? Well, whatever he was doing, he now tags in John. Only to tag in the Insane One, so Insane One is in there for the first time. Well, we'll have to see about that then. Philippines Wrestling Revolution. Well, now I get tagged in, and alright, Insane One. It's time for you to feel the bang. Or to feel the wrath of the blue toad. Although I'm getting pounded by you right now. Oh, we'll see about that, Insane One. Yeah, how do you like the pain now, huh? Oh, gosh. Going right after the arm. Oh, it just spun me out there. And now he hands me over to Chris Clark. Oh, what an uppercut by Chris Clark onto yours truly. Oh, wow, and a nice double axe handle. Although right now Chris is setting me up for... Whoa, wait a minute. What? He just stole my move and just did it to me now. Are you serious? Wow, Chris just stole my move and used it against me. What the heck? Wow. And now it's AJ Styles who's coming in. And a tribute to Kurt Angle with that Angle Slam. But I lose to my own move by Chris Clark. Then a modified neckbreaker. I mean, if you're AJ Styles, you got to do something. Nice snap suplex onto Chris Clark. But right now, it's 4-on-3 at this point. An attack right to Sonic. Oh my goodness. Nice arm wringer, and now 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. You love me? Well, anyway, 1, 2, no. Oh, okay. And Sonic, ooh, nice counter by Sonic. Tell you one thing, Sonic has definitely been hitting the gym. Now goes to the top rope. Ooh, nice 450 senton. 1, 2, 3. And AJ Styles is gone, so far the Q4 champions are doing a number on the challengers. But that was a huge victory for Sonic. I mean, if you're Brandon, you have got to try to find a way to knock out the champions one by one and have Rick help you. Oh, what a back thrust kick. But Sonic, of course, is not afraid of Brandon. But Brandon is, like I said, Brandon is a huge man. Yeah, well, that's what you have to do with haters sometimes. You just have to brush it off like it's no big deal, really. But right now, Sonic, with his speed, is just doing a number on Brandon. But of course, Brandon, with the size and strength, just ramming the head of Sonic repeatedly on that top turnbuckle. And down goes Sonic. a belly-to-belly suplex onto Sonic. Then a leg drop. And a pile driver. Oh, but he's not done with Sonic, though. And Sonic throws Brandon into the corner. But then he just bitch slapped him. Yeah, well, I have a Twitter, though. And it's exactly what you think it is. Oh, and a double knee right to the gut of Brandon, and this could do it. 1, 2, no. And Sonic, slingshot senton, or swanton. Slapping me in the face is a bad idea. Well, if that's the case, I can't even talk. If that's the case, who's going to get those hands? It could be Chris. And a back suplex to Chris Clark. And Brandon celebrating, but he better stay on Chris. The worst thing you can do is give Chris a chance to come back in. Oh, I forgot what it was called, the GTS spike. 1, oh, broken up by John. And Rick was not quick enough to get and stop John. But that could have been it, though. And then, whoa, a double leg drop to the gut there. And a tag right to Retro Rick. Rick XTN. But now Rick is going to go to the top rope. And he missed. The deep sleeper. And now Chris is in control thanks to the missed elbow drop. And uh-oh, Chris channeling his Randy Orton. His inner Randy Orton. And then a DDT, and wait, what's wrong with Rick? And Chris celebrating, and with every reason to. His team was up 2-4. And the CKO on the Retro Rick. 1, 2. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Sonic took out the referee, and I think that was an accident, folks. But that could have been it for Rick if it hadn't been for Brandon. But now the referee's down. And oh my God, Rick is spilling blood. Although Rick, super powerbomb onto Chris. Now he sends him over to Brandon, and a tag right to Brandon. Drop toe hold, elbow drop to the back. But then a quick tag to Sonic. Oh, went for the super kick but missed. Drop kick. Another drop kick. And another one. I'll tell you one thing, Sonic is so quick. Now whipped into their corner. Now a tag to the Insane One. Oh, and he kicks him in the face. I mean, this is not looking good for Brandon at this moment. And then a running kick onto the side of the head of Brandon, but Brandon, wait a minute, goes, or excuse me, Insane One goes for a stretch onto Brandon, and this could do it for Brandon. But is Brandon going to get out of this one? Oh, he does, but just barely, though. Now Insane One going to the top rope. Oh, well, went for a diving elbow, but he missed. Oh, a modified jawbreaker. And an angle slam a la Kurt Angle. And then the curb stomp a la Seth Rollins. And yet Brandon came back up, though. A normal man would have stayed down, but Brandon is not a normal man. He's 6'9", 275 pounds, and he's only going to get big in terms of weight as the years go on. But a reverse DDT and Insane One doing the smart thing and not letting Brandon tag out. And if there's one move that Brandon had to avoid at all costs, it's the STF, and he tapped out to it. And Insane One has put out a number of men out with that move, and tonight was no exception. And now it's all down to Rick. If Rick can somehow, some way, beat all 4 champions, it would be considered the greatest comeback of all time. I mean, the odds against that are great, but anything can happen. I mean, it could have happened the other way around. But it's all up to Rick. Oh, nice back suplex, though. Looks like I came at a good time. It's good to see you, John. Also, I understand that you had a vacation. And speaking of John, here he comes. And John hasn't been in the match very long, so he could go in there and finish the job on Rick. But Rick, not to be denied. Although Rick going for the super power bomb. But anyway, I understand that you had a great vacation, or you were on vacation, John, and Rick tried to go for the retro cutter, but he didn't get it. Power slam. Although, John, oh no, wait a minute, John gonna go for the McGrump jump. That's what he calls that shooting star press move that he just did. The McGrump jump. Now goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and John finishes the job on Rick. And the winners of this match, I mean, some of the highlights really don't do it that much justice. But I mean, it was back and forth. Love your channel, big fan. Yeah, there's what's not to love about John's channel, really. The insane lock. I mean, first I get eliminated, but then AJ Styles gets eliminated, then Brandon, and then finally what you just saw with John with the McGrump jump. The winners and still the Q4 champions. Sonic, Chris Clark, the Insane One, and John. McButternugget One John, or MBN John, I should say. So congratulations on winning the match. Yeah, we did. You know what, John? Since you just came here, uh, yeah, yeah, John, or excuse me, Chris, who was on who was on your team now, stole my move and beat me with it. But anyway, I may as well do this just since John is here and since we have Brandon here. No, no. We'll just have a straight up match here. Or actually, I have a better idea. Hang on a second. Let's do we'll do this match. Why not? We'll have John and Fries team up. Oh. And it will be against Brandon and let's see. Yeah, I thought you were a little OP, and so do I think Rick, so I might have to decrease him a little bit. Let's see, who do you get along with? Hmm. Hmm. And Rick, why not? I'll have to decrease his overall just a little bit, but other than that, it looks good. Alright, so I wanted to show off Fries as well as show off Brandon's entrance properly, and that will do it. So yeah, John, what do you think of Fries? The character wrestler of him. Does that not look just like the real guy? Fries looks insane. Well, yeah, because he has his hair's thicking up. He's got that little mustache that he has. But but I was talking to Fries about the way he would look, and I was like, "Yep, that's definitely him." John used my name in a joke. Well, here he is, still 1/4 of the Q4 champions. Title's not on the line, though. There you see him, John, in his orange suit. Although, of course, if John wants to go without the suit, he could. But yeah, I mean, that's really more or less what he looks like, albeit as a grown man. All right. Well, let's take a good look at what Fries can do. Look at him. And he's wearing... what is that on his head? I wonder if that's like a top for, you know... It kind of looks like something he would wear as a French fry or something like that. I don't know. And it even says on the back of his shirt, Fries 101 Reviews. It's hilarious. There could be a good chance that John may have his suit stained red after this match. Oh. But I love it. I saw Rage live stream in a month. Stream in like a moth and Rage, so... I don't know what you said. Sometimes, no offense, Insane One, but sometimes you would type something and I'm like, what are you saying? Honey. Well, anyway, here is Brandon Cuevas' entrance. You turned 22 years old. Awesome. September 22nd. But there you see him. Not sure what the significance of the mask is. I mean, if you ask me, he kind of does look a little too cool for the mask, unless he's trying to be the next Vader, I guess. I don't know. I meant talking so talking so quiet. Ah. Well, I am 30. You know, I'm not exactly a spring chicken, but hey, I try to keep up with the youngsters. But, you know, I mean, of course I do have a job and, you know, I have to pay the bills and all that stuff. You know, such is life. But there you see Brandon wearing that mask. I wouldn't know whether to be afraid or whether to laugh. Although I think it would strike fear into the... Well, I'm glad that you think that. Damn, you getting old. Well, thanks a lot, Insane One. Well, here's a guy that will make anybody feel the bang. And that's Retro Rick, who you saw in that last match. And I'll give Rick his due. I mean, he was the last one to survive, and I have to give him his props. I mean, he gave it his best. Oh, well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the confidence in me, Insane One. I mean, I would try to do it as long as I could. I mean, if it ever came a time where I couldn't do it physically, or I had too many... No, I suck at Fortnite, but I know... But I have a couple of friends who are good at Fortnite, and one in particular streams Fortnite. But anyway, match underway, and now Fries in his first match going to the top rope. Meanwhile, a power slam onto Rick, clothesline onto Brandon. Well, thank you, I appreciate that, Insane One. And whoa, look at that! I mean, you wouldn't think that Fries is that strong, but to pick up a man who weighs 275 pounds and is 6'9" tall is Brandon. And then, of course, you have John, who is who accidentally hit Fries by accident. That was an accident, folks. But no, John, believe it or not, is taller than me. But now Fry's going one-on-one with Brandon Cuevas. The reason of the mask is for me to stay focused on my matches mentally, and I let my actions do the talking in the ring. Good backstory. Oh no! He super kicked his own partner, Rick. But then he throws John outside the ring. Whoa, wow, John, he's got some moves. Wait, you subscribe to Fry's 101 Reviews? And wait, Rick has that hammer, but it looks like Fry's is... Oh, Fry's got the hammer right into the gut by Rick. And then a cutter onto Brandon on the outside by John. However, you can only win the match inside the ring, so anything that happens outside, it's not going to count. All right, well now all four men are back in. Well, that's one of the things I hope to do, is to have friends that meet each other. Wait a minute, one? No. Yeah, it was an accident. Well, now it looks like Brandon is going to get a hold of Fry's. And now Rick has a kendo stick, but John beats him to the punch there. Ooh, went for the super kick, but John countered that. Well, right now it's John and Rick, and Fry's is going to come in. And Fry's, oh, back suplex backbreaker. Brandon keeps trying to get me, but he always fails or hits Rick. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes, but hey. Oh, well, now he has a hold of you. Oh, again, tries to go for the super kick, but can't get it. A Northern Light suplex onto John. Oh, don't say that. And a splash onto the back of John. Oh, but Fry's intercepts him, and... Ooh, nice counter by Brandon. I probably jinxed myself. Oh, wait, pinfall on Brandon. 1, 2, no. But then Rick goes right after John. Yeah, that's true, Insane One. And Fry's... Oh, nice leg drop from off the top rope onto Brandon. Wait, pinfall. Wait, 1, 2. And Rick with the kendo stick. Oh, and he hits Fry's in the head with it. And Rick is signaling he's going to give Fry's the bang. Whips him into the corner, does Rick to Fry's. Although Brandon power bombs him. 1, 2, no. Turns it over into a Boston Crab and forces John to tap out. I'll have to answer that in a moment, but Brandon forced John to tap out. Well, there's a clover leaf on the outside, but it wouldn't have counted. I mean, the action was back and forth, and then, of course, I couldn't see what was going on there. Very terrible angle. But a Boston Crab forcing John to tap out to it by Brandon. Brandon gets his first victory alongside Rick. So big win for those two. And Fries did what he had to do. But John, of course, won the last match before that one. But what a way to go out, though. And I think you might as well have jinxed yourself, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, might as well give what is up as far as the next couple of shows are concerned. Tomorrow, and I may as well mention this to John and everybody else who's here. Tomorrow, I will be doing a Jackbox stream, and it will be Jackbox Party Pack 2. And my first friend when I started YouTube was Guitar Hero Addict 001. That was my first one. Yeah, I just answered it. Yeah. But yeah, that will be my next stream for tomorrow. As far as non-wrestling is concerned. And then the next tournament will feature the men. And for this one, it will feature the cruiserweights. So you're going to see some cruiserweights fight for their chance to go to the Elimination Chamber. So that's one of the tournaments coming up. And as for everything else, of course, if there's a good chance I might be busy during the week. But and in the case of John, I understand that he came back from vacation, which is probably why I didn't hear from John all that much. But nonetheless, I'm happy that John got home safely, and also I'm happy that Brandon and Insane One got their matches in. So I'm happy with that. But I hope to do these shows earlier. So anyway. Let me get out of this screen. And until next time, this is the Blue Toad signing off. Oh yeah, it works on the phone, does Jackbox. Exactly. So anyway, until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jude22 signing off saying goodbye. And take care of each other, stay safe, and most important, be yourself. Have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.